Awesome morning. Fantastic morning. I'm excited. Day 11. As you hear the folks chiming in on our conference call line. Good morning, great morning, awesome morning, fantastic morning. As we get organized and structured on our podcast. As we go live on social media, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, etc., etc., etc. Good morning, this is Mr. C. It's January 21st, actually January 22nd, let's get that right. January 23rd. We got to get that right. It's January 23rd. Let's get the dates right. I'm just so excited. You know, when you're excited about days, you know, when you're definitely focused on the greatness that you desire, that the days just blend in with each other. So it's January 23rd, 2020. We'd like to welcome you to the new pre-launch of our Mavet Mastermind Group Millionaire Mentality 90-day challenge. We are in day 11 and we are investors, and I'm an investor, not a motivational speaker or a spiritual leader. I like to invest in businesses, real estate, the market. Also, I like to invest in people. The whole key is looking for like-minded individuals who like or love helping people. And many of our community coach, trainer, investors are the same. We put a special emphasis as investors to invest in our dream, our vision, our passion, our purpose. And we believe if you give back, you will get back. So we share our resources that include business funding, second chance credit builder program, day trading investment club. We're going to introduce that February 8th in Long Beach, California at the Marriott Hotel. We got an incredible training on the 7th and 8th. So we're going to introduce our day trading investment club, and we're also going to introduce our mastermind. We're in pre-launch. We're going to launch officially this summer, but we are in pre-launch with our mastermind, our Mavet, Mind, Vision, Energy, Technology mastermind group. So we got a lot of great things happening. So if you're going to be, if you're near Long Beach or you want to fly in, you're more than welcome. That weekend is going to be absolutely dynamic. And also we got a team building program that is extraordinary. You know, financial education, wealth creation community. Our cause is to empower multicultural communities across the country. We got access to over 100 banks across the country. And we specialize in helping people who are credit challenged, which is our credit builder program. We've been able to put millions of dollars into multicultural communities across the country. Now we're focusing on billions. That's why we put special emphasis on a millionaire mentality. Our lesson today is based on chapter 2 of the 13 principles of Think and Grow Rich, the principle of desire. This is one that is extremely important for your dream and vision, for your passion and purpose. I mean, extremely important. In order for things to change, you got to change. In order for things to get better, we need to get better, because we all need to get better. And the focus is to put ourselves in position where we can better our best. How many of you out there would like to better your best? Of course you would. Of course you would. Absolutely. So pre-launch, as you see, February 8th, 2020, Mavette Mastermind Group, Imagination to Affirmation to Manifestation in 90 Days. A free morning mindset gift starting in January going through March. I want to emphasize, if you start getting or receiving this incredible information in the end of January or in February or even in March, that's okay, because we're giving you a free action planner workbook, and all you got to do is start it. So the day that you sign your name on it is the day that you start, and then you can go the 90 days. So don't worry about getting this information maybe a little bit later. It's something that you can utilize throughout the year. So January through March 2020. This is where you can pick up the Action Planner Workbook. Go to www.mavetmastermindworkbook.info. That's www.mavetmastermindworkbook.info. 3 important life questions. Listen very closely. Do you like the way you're living? Yes or no? Are you living the way you want to live? Yes or no? Would you like to live better in 2020? Yes or no? Now, if you answered no, no, yes, you are definitely in the right place. If you are doing incredibly well and you want to better your best, you are definitely in the right place again. So, you have greatness within you, greatness to build your wealth and riches desire. What is your wealth and riches desire? You know, when we talk about wealth and riches, we don't just talk about money. Obviously, we are investors, and as investors, we are all looking to develop a millionaire mentality. If you're not looking to make millions, hundreds of millions, or even eventually billions as an investor, you're in the wrong business. But it's not just about money. It's about health, wealth, happiness, love, prosperity, and money. And you can add more onto that. So it's not just about the money. If you chase money, you never have it. But if you chase personal growth, you're sure to attain wealth. But you got to understand there's greatness within you. That's why you admire greatness, and maybe some of you subconsciously don't feel that you are great, but you admire who you really are. It is there in your subconscious mind. So there is greatness within you, and we're here to help you bring it out. Now, how are we going to help you bring it out? With knowledge, strategy, resources, tools, execution. That builds wealth and riches. Once again, not just focusing on money, health, wealth, prosperity, love, success. Add a whole bunch more onto that. And end it with money. Now, very important, look at the third one, resources. That's extremely important. There are a lot of individuals who are great speakers, great educators, and individuals who are doing incredible things. But many individuals like that don't have the resources. Well, we bring the resources to the table. As we talked about when we went over our process, we have our business funding program. Well, if you're an entrepreneur and you're an investor, you need the money. We got access to over 100 banks across the country. And across the country, there's a major epidemic. Individuals who are credit challenged because they haven't been advised in reference to how credit works. We're doing a special training on MavetteTV.com on the 25th, which is this Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Free. It's going to feature my Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Barry Menser, my Executive Director of Business Funding, Deborah Day, who's on this morning. It's going to feature Ryan, my Underwriter Coordinator. This is a gentleman who is a he's still an underwriter, but he has his own personal business, and he has affiliations across the country. And I have many individuals who are in that position like him. Resources. Being a mastermind wealth coach, you have to have resources. If you don't have a mastermind wealth coach, you should have one. And if you do have one, he should have or she should have resources that you can plug in. It's not just who you know, it's who knows you. It's not just who you know. We got, there you go. Thank you. It's not who you know, but who knows you. For example, you might see Oprah on the street. Hey, Oprah. She'll look at you and wave at you, but she don't know you. So the key is who knows you. We have resources that you can utilize that will know you. That's the key, well, not the key, but one of the major keys of success. You are who you affiliate with. You are who you affiliate with. I always tell people I'm not in a convincing business. I'm looking for people looking for me. I got the knowledge, I got the strategy, I got the resource. Now, let me rewind that. I'm not here to impress you like I'm the smart one. No, let me tell you the secret. I'm not the smartest one on my team. Yeah, I might be the leader. I surround myself with a whole bunch of smart people. I'm just smart enough to know smart people. So when I say I got knowledge and strategy, yes, I bring some stuff to the table. I got some skills. However, it's not about me. It's about we. It's not about me. It's about we. And when you put the we together, but we of like-minded people, or we of individuals who are better than you. Like one of my goals or one of my affirmations is this: in return for their help, meaning the individuals that I help, you're helping me. Because when you teach, you learn. When you teach, you learn. And when you learn, you teach. So one of my affirmations, in return for their help, which is the people I teach, in return for their help, I'll give each person who deserves support. I will motivate them and show them the value of working together, thus enabling him or her to qualify for an opportunity to equal what I have. But also to qualify for an opportunity, here's the big line, catch this, to equal people who are better than me. That's a strong mastermind wealth coach, where they put their clients or they put their business associates or they put their fellow investors in a position to have affiliations with people who are better than them. I'm not intimidated by people who are better than me. I look for people who are better than me. I'm in a circle called the Billionaire Circle, which are millionaires striving to be billionaires. I'm a little micro dot in that circle, in that organization. I don't need to be the best. Some of us want to be a big fish in a small lake. I'll be a little teeny guppy in a multi-millionaire, billionaire lake all day, every day. You are who you affiliate with. So we talk about knowledge, strategy, and then resources. Everybody take out their wealth manifesting pens, wealth manifesting paper, write down Mavette, 100,000 plus a month. Mavette stands for mind, vision, energy. We're here to get your mind, get your vision, get your energy, and utilize the technology. Mavette, write it down. Mavette, 1 million plus a month. Now write down Mavette, 100,000 plus a month. Now write down Mavette, 10,000 plus a month. The first physical step is a manifesting pen and manifesting paper. Write it down. Do you know you got 100% chance of something coming to fruition, the good that you desire? I'm going to switch the good that you desire to the greatness that you desire, because you are great, good and great. That's what we're talking about. Now, what we're getting ready to do is to help you. Now, let's rewind. The reason why we say a million plus a month. Now, let's get this straight. I want you to look at me. We, as investors, this is what we have. We have make-believe, childlike faith with the foundation of the imagination. Make-believe, childlike faith with the foundation of the imagination. So we have a mentality that's limitless. That's what we're working on developing. That's why we call it a millionaire mentality, where we develop our mindset, which strengthens our skill set, because we understand that thoughts are vibrations and frequencies are a level of vibration. When you look at the action planner workbook, you will get this. And if you're there on February 8th, I'm telling you, you will experience a major paradigm shift. So when we think, it's a vibration. Frequencies are a level of vibration. You want to get on the right frequency based on the good and the greatness that you desire. The good that you desire, I mean, you want the house, the cars, all that other stuff. I did a segment on, I think it's day 8. I talked about establishing that 8. You gotta go see day number 8. Is it 9? It might be 8 or 9. When we talked about getting your own 8-bedroom mansion. What? Yeah, and when you get that one segment, I put a mansion right on. I think the mansion 50 something million, no 100. I don't know. It's worth a lot. 8-car garage. Go see that one. Definitely gotta go rewind. Go look for it. We're setting up our YouTube page right there, so you can go and view it. If you go to, I'll get the name. Vet Mastermind. We just set it up. I'll make sure I get it to you. So there is greatness with you, but I just wanted to make sure you understood why we put 100 million plus. We put the plus on it, because I'm not stopping you. You might have a billionaire a month mentality. Remember, we just make believe, childlike faith. Don't get cray cray, as Kanye says. Don't get cray cray. Just go with us. Let's take this hour and just go there. Can we please go there this hour? Just this hour. Every morning we just go there. We're going to go through limitless mentality just for an hour. Then you can go back to your lifestyle. That lifestyle, and I ask you, do you like the way you're living? Are you living the way you want to live? Do you want to live better? You know that lifestyle. Oh, we just make believe, childlike faith. Don't get crazy out there. Having fun in the morning. So we're going to go through a 3-minute meditation. And you know what? You are truly blessed to have this gentleman take you through this meditation. He is so connected spiritually. Everybody who knows this guy loves him. And the ones who don't love him, I'm questioning them. And he ain't perfect by no means. So I'm not saying that. But I ain't met too many people who don't love this guy. So you got the blessing of him. Then we got Miss Elaine, who's going to do the Mavet Way 10 Commandments. Remember, we are investors. You're going to hear different commandments. One of them, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And you're going to hear we as a team. Remember, it's not about me, it's about we. We believe in teamwork makes the dream work. Then you're going to hear from Miss Deborah Day, who's going to acknowledge the individuals who are on. And then we're going to transition to congratulating the individuals who are affirming. Then we're going to get into our lesson. I'm telling you, I'm bringing something today. Y'all better stay on this call, because this podcast, we don't play. We think things into a higher level of existence. So once again, take out your pens or take out your self-image millionaire action tools if you don't have one. We'll teach you how to set it up. Matter of fact, we have special leather binders that are self-image millionaire action tools that I'm really, really, really excited about. And we're going to put you in a position to succeed. So, as I mentioned, we're going to start with Mr. Menser. How are you, sir? How are things going this morning with you?
Doing great, Mr. State. Doing great.
I know.
Thanks for asking yourself.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. We got to take a look at your handsome face here so they know who is communicating and has the spiritual energy to help them with their day. You need to see this gentleman, because He's definitely no joke. There you go, Mr. Menser. So, sir, can you start with our 3-minute meditation, please?
Most certainly. One of the things that you've taught us in terms of mental sharing. Yesterday I was at the store and a lady asked me, "How are you doing, sir?" I said, "I'm doing fantastic." She says, "Oh, that's amazing. I'll be fantastic at 1 o'clock when I get off work." Interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, sir, let's
Good morning.
get.
Good morning. Welcome to the That Morning Millionaire Community Coach Trainer Investor Call. We're going to start with our 3-minute meditation. The first minute we'll connect and reconnect with our Creator. Second minute we're going to take out our Millionaire Toolkit, in which we write on a daily basis our affirmations, the things we say we want to accomplish, the things we say we'll put in the time, energy, effort, and actions, along with the blessings of the Creator to make happen. In the third minute, we will mentally see ourselves in front of our $1 million movie theater, looking up at the big screen, watching the affirmations become reality, watching positive impacts on family, friends, loved ones, communities, both physical, mental, and spiritual, and financial, here in the United States, but also across God's creation. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we take out our Millionaire Toolkit, review our affirmations, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For our final minute, we'll mentally see ourselves in front of a $1 million movie theater, looking for the big screen, looking at our hopes, our dreams, our visions, our aspirations, the things we want to accomplish, knowing that they're not going to just happen without action on our part. And with the blessings of the Creator, we know that we can accomplish those dreams, visions, aspirations, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to you, Mr. C.
Excellent, excellent. What I was holding up here is my affirmations. And I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Let me put this down. I'm not sure if you can see that, but let me see if it focuses. 1,316 days. Actually, this is the 21st, today's the 23rd, so I'm at 1,318 days, consecutive days. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that many days. Well, how can you do that every day? It's a way of life. That's like having a child. Do you take care of your child every day? Absolutely. You know, when you treat your mind like you treat your child, then you will truly succeed. And then we went into our Self-Image Millionaire Mind movie theater. If you get an opportunity, go get the book Psycho-Cybernetics, or you can go on YouTube, Maxwell Maltz. I would definitely recommend getting that. Extremely, extremely important. Now, we have Missy Lane. Also, we just want to acknowledge that we premiered 4 videos on Facebook last night. One of them was a special dedication that Mr. Menser did for his wife Rose at our last training, or one of our trainings in 2019. You got to go see it. Also featured Daryl Mooney, also featured Roddy Nickens, and also featured Deborah Day, who you're going to be hearing from. But I'm going to tell you, go take a look at that one, all of them actually. They will all inspire you. So go on Facebook, go to the Community Empowerment Movement Network. It's definitely, all of them are extremely inspiring, so we premiered them. So I just want to acknowledge that. Missy Lane, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. C. How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic. Could you help us out with the Mavette Way 10 Commandments, please?
Absolutely. Great morning, Mavette Way community and guests. The Mavette Way 10 Commandments. Number 1, we all have struggles. Regardless of our struggles, we make things happen as a team. Number 2, you can't cash in on good intentions. Only results count. We as a team get results. Number 3, it's not excuses that get you broke, it's legitimate ones. And we as a team don't accept legitimate excuses. Number 4, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. As a team, we make money. Number 5, we believe in the Mavette Way. Mind, vision, energy, and technology. Number 6, we focus as a team not on what we can't do, but what we can do. Number 7, as a team, we work on it to make it happen. Number 8, as a team, we focus on ETPs, estimated time payments, and GTCs, got the cash every week. Number 9, as a team, we go to the Mavette Way and CEBA, Community Environment Business Academy Advanced Trainings. Number 10, as a team, we focus on being personal credit worthy, business credit worthy, and making the millionaire circle. Wealth, where's your focus? Back to you, Billionaire Mrs. C.
Excellent, 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 excellent. Well done. Once again, if you notice, as a team, you're constantly hearing as a team, as a team, as a team. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. For example, when we do the 3-minute meditation, which I'm going to show you our fasting list, the great news is we help you with the first one. You can get up in the morning and get it done. You can get up in the morning and get it done with us. So we can help you with the first one. Miss Deborah Day, good morning, good morning, good morning to you.
Good morning, Billionaire.
And who do we have as a special guest who's going to be doing our breakthrough for us this morning?
That is going to be Millionaire Anthony Richards. Please take the floor. Fantastic morning, Mavette community. The Mavette Way Declaration. I declare breakthroughs are coming to the Mavette family community. Sudden bursts of God's Creator's goodness. Not a trickle, not a stream, but a flood of God's Creator's power, a flood of wisdom, a flood of favor. The Mavette family are breakthrough-minded millionaires. We are expecting God, Creator, to overwhelm us with His goodness and amaze us with favor. This is the Mavette Way Declaration. Back to you, Millionaire Deborah Day. Well done. Thank you, Millionaire. And we'll roll right into our breakthroughs for the morning. Millionaire Mentor, please take the floor.
Good morning, Mavette family. Good morning, visitors. My breakthrough, again, yesterday as I was going to the store, subconsciously, I have a program mentally to do little things for people. This is not to brag or to boast, but this is just my makeup. And as I was passing, a lady was putting groceries in the car. Her basket was there, and I was starting to pass her, and my subconscious kicked in and said, do something for this lady. So I said, good morning, if you're finished with your basket, would you mind if I put it away for you? And she said, oh no, God bless you. So it's just a little thing, but it started my morning even before we got into the store. That little thing was a positive thing for me because mentally it tells you it's not about me. It's what kinds of things can you do for other people that can make either a positive impact on their day or to make their day better. It was just a reminder to me to always be thinking about doing the little things which add up to big things. And I'm a Mavette Lower Morning Millionaire Crusader, community coach, trainer, investor, because today I'll be out in the community reaching out to 2 individuals, 2 businesses or more, showing them how we can get them the money and make a difference in their life for a $1 investment. Back to you, Millionaire, every day.
Thank you, Millionaire. Millionaire Elaine, please take the floor. My breakthrough is I was meditating on desire after reading the chapter on desire and thinking, grow rich. And it just came up in my spirit. God gives us the desires of our heart. And the desire He puts in us. And then I was reminded of a documentary I saw where a gentleman, he had one of those history genealogy things done. And he actually found out that his father, that he thought was his father, wasn't really his father. And when he found out who his father was, and he found out that his father he was a boxer. And that was something he always wanted to be, and his father was a famous boxer. He always wanted to be a boxer. So the desires in the DNA. So what God has put in us, we have to pursue it with everything that we can, and with the resources, and with the just pursuing it with all that we can, and to can all that we get, and pay it forward. So in all of that, I'm saying that here we have resources for you to pursue your desire. And I am a Mavette Lower Morning Millionaire, coach, trainer, crusader, investor, because I will get 2 people or more the money today. Back to you, Millionaire Deborah Day. Thank you, Millionaire. Millionaire Deshaun Sweeney, please take the floor.
Good morning, millionaires and billionaires. My breakthrough for today is contributing to my community. So very important that we put out and put forth our best foot and that we put out for our community to try to make things better for everyone around us. And then that way it comes back to us in so many ways. So my goal today is to just contribute to my community. I am a Mavette Lower Morning Millionaire, community crusader, coach, trainer, investor, because I'm called to be financially free and support my neighbors in their financial freedom. And I will get 2 or more people the money today. Back to you, Millionaire Deborah Day.
Thank you, Millionaire. We have guests on this morning. We have Millionaire Anisha. We have Millionaire Ebony, Millionaire Annette, Millionaire Monty, and Millionaire Michael. Welcome to the call. And if you are a guest on the line and I did not call your name, we would absolutely like to welcome you to the call as well. And my breakthrough for this morning, again, staying focused on my 2020 vision, staying focused on my Women Inspiring Women cause, and staying focused on the Mavette cause. I'm a Mavette Fuola, Morning Millionaire Crusader, coach, trainer, investor, because I know that I have been chosen to inspire, and I'll get 2 or more people the money today. Back to you, Billionaire.
Excellent, excellent. As I mentioned, there's a feature on Facebook also with Miss Deborah Day coming from Flint with a jar of peanut butter and I believe $150, if I'm not mistaken, to being able to obtain a $1.5 million home. So go to the Community Empowerment Movement Network and look at all the premieres. Mr. Menser, Daryl Mooney, Rodney Nickens, and Deborah Day. Once again, the Community Empowerment Movement Network. Look for those premieres. I promise you, all of them will educate you, motivate you, and inspire you. So, great job with all the breakthroughs. What we're going to do now is acknowledge the community coach, trainer, investors who have affirmed on our chat room. We have an affirmation chat room where you're going to see individuals who put 2 words, affirmations completed. Now, the affirmations represent, we promote 21 affirmations. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you before that, I'm going to show you the workbook because it's extremely important. It's free. How many of you like free? But even though it's free, don't take it for granted. Don't get it twisted. This particular workbook is set up where the information has changed people's lives. We went and did research on all different types of educators, Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor, Earl Nightingale, Maxwell Maltz, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And extremely extraordinary. We talked about the 21-day fast, and then you go for 90 days, 90-day wealth fast, where for the first 21 days of the month, you make a commitment to minus 1 or more items from your diet. We've come to understand when you fast, it strengthens your mindset because you're giving up something. It strengthens your spiritual mentality. Now, these are just some suggestions that we make. You can do what you want. But here, 1, meat, 2, milk, 3, wheat, 4, starch, 5, sugar, processed foods, canned foods. You put the date here, you put the day here. So when you wake up with us and you do your 3-minute meditation, check. When you do it in the afternoon, check. Just 3 minutes or more. When you go to bed at night, check. Also, I definitely want to share this. Extremely important. You got to understand what your why is. What is your why? Why you focus on your dream and vision? What's going to keep you going? What is your why? It could be a family member. It could be that vision, that burning desire of helping people. I know Mr. Menser has that desire, or helping the homeless, or getting that 8-bedroom mansion. That could be a why. And then the next phase, which is extremely important, is having a limitless mentality, especially if you're an investor. If money was not an issue in your life, what would you desire? So just put whatever you want, meaning do not let your present situation stop you from this piece. And then, which also is extremely important, as we always do, write down your affirmations. You see me initiate the affirmations, and start the affirmations with I am and I have. So when you see affirmations completed on the chat room, these individuals they got their whys down. A lot of you might have done those dream boards. awesome, incredible. We just like to take it a little bit further because once again, we're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. So collectively, as a group being on one accord, we all know we can accomplish so much more. Teamwork makes the dream work. So what we're going to acknowledge, the individuals who have placed on the chat room, affirmation completed, once again representing the why, representing if money wasn't an issue in their lives, what would they want to accomplish, also representing something extremely important, which is their affirmations. Now, I'm going to start it all by showing my affirmation. Once again, this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that we're leading by example. And you could use this if you want, pieces of it and adjust it to your liking, or you could just use it as motivation. In the name of the I Am, infinite intelligence, and highest holy spiritual sixth sense, insert your own energy source if it's not the I Am and highest spiritual sixth sense. Take over my subconscious mind with my consent and cooperation that I have almighty power working at the basis of my life. Then I have the ability to manifest anything I desire into its physical realm. Then I can do anything I ought to do. Go anywhere I ought to go. Create any wealth I ought to create. And be anything I ought to be. I cannot be defeated. Now we like to acknowledge the individuals who have affirmed where spiritual wealth energy performance is measured. Spiritual wealth energy performance is improved. The tools to I am and I have riches in health, wealth, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. Future Mavette for lower stands for Financial Universe Law of Attraction, Millionaires. Financial Wealth One Accord Community. Blessings for 122. What we do is we go back the previous day. Today's the 23rd, so we go back the previous day and review the individuals who put affirmations completed. Members should upload affirmations by 9 a.m. Pacific. Don't miss out. How many days can you participate before going into 2021? Wait a minute, we're in 2020, Mr. C. Visionaries have just that, vision. We're already not just setting up 2020, but we're focusing on 2021 and more. Breaking the chain could weaken your blessing. The longer you can go, the stronger your blessing will be. If you can't do it by 9 a.m. Pacific, we say do it before the day ends. Why? Because doing something is better than nothing. We are one accord. We are blessed and highly favored with the creator, Alethea Garrison, Chiquita White, Anisha Moore, Deshaun Sweeney, Annette Dias, Missy LaChapelle, Deborah Day, Monte Gilliam, Barry Menser, Ebony Richards, Michael Sweeney, Elaine Lang, Stephen Smith. Individuals who are in touch with the Creator for whatever reason. I am human. If I missed your name, I apologize. And for those individuals who are listening, you know what's missing? Your name. Your name. We're opening that up to special guests. We need your name. So get with the person who invited you. Or if you need to, you can call us at 424-277-0572. Like, hey, I would like to be part of the group, part of the organization. Get your workbook, and we can make it happen. But this is free. You don't have to pay anything to be on the chat room. These individuals have made an investment to be community coach trader investors. But during the Millionaire Mentality 90-Day Challenge, we're letting this be available to everybody for free. So you have no excuse. This is we believe anyway, a major piece to enhancing your 2020. Take advantage of this. Now we're going to get into the teachings of Think and Grow Rich. We're on chapter number 2. We request that when you go to chapter number 2, make sure you go into, you take a quick look at the 6 steps in reference to understanding desire, where they talk about fix your mind and determine exactly what you intend to give and establish a definite date. These steps we've already talked about, so definitely you want to go on today, I believe 8, 9, and 10 previously. Create a definite plan, write out a clear, concise statement, read your written statement out aloud. Once again, going back, you can definitely get the information. So let's continue on from our last lesson, and let's see where we're at. The business depression marked the death of one age and the birth of another. We talked about this earlier. This change world requires practical dreamers who can and will put their dreams into action. The practical dreamers have always been and always will be the pattern makers of civilization. This book was created in the 1930s. So when they talk about the Depression, obviously we're talking about a time in the past. We're talking about history. However, as you know, history repeats itself. And when it repeats itself, meaning there is always a form of somewhat of a depression when the economy goes down. Last time the economy went down around 2008 or so. Well, it's predicted to happen again. And at that particular time when we had the Depression, I'm not sure if you know, we created more millionaires than any other time in the history of America. And every time that the economy goes down, that uptick of millionaires happens. So what happens when there is a mental depression, a financial depression, even a physical depression, individuals rise up. They rise up. There's something about the challenge, the ultimate challenge, that makes individuals rise up. In 2020, we are told that a downturn in the economy is going to happen again. And being investors, we're not happy that that is happening, but we do understand the advantage of it. It's a major advantage. That's why we're having our investment club. We're going to be day trading and have a professional day trader invest for us, as well as being educated on how to day trade. Once again, that's an opportunity where when you have the bull market, when the economy goes up, you can make a ton of money. Also, you can make a ton of money when there's a bear market. You've heard of buy low and sell high. Well, you sell high and buy low, and then it goes up and you make money. Once again, that's during a major downturn in the economy. Great things are being created. Greatness is brought out. So my question to you is, are you going to succumb to the outcome of the external world, or are you going to take advantage of what's happening in the external world by strengthening your internal world? Your internal world is based on imagination. Your internal world is based on taking that imagination and then affirming. And then once you affirm, you manifest. It doesn't matter what's happening in the government. It doesn't matter what's happening with your job. It doesn't matter what's happening with the economy when you have a internal force that's creating the good and the greatness that you desire. Yes, we should all have concerns, and we understand because we're human beings. This does affect us because we are so in tune to our senses, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we touch. But the sixth sense is the ultimate sense. For example, when we talk about infinite intelligence, which is God, or we might define as the I am, which you are part of the I am. We talk about the DNA. If you heard Elaine talk about the young man who found out that his father was a boxer, so that was in his DNA. Well, you're also in the part of the DNA of the Creator, because we're all spiritual beings, and because we're all spiritual beings, our DNA comes from the ultimate spiritual being, infinite intelligence, I am. You might want to call it the super subconscious mind, that help create the imagination that's internal in us. So we take that imagination and then we initiate the thought process, because thoughts and vibrations are one and the same. Then we connect to the right frequency. That's why you got to get this action plan and workbook. There's a segment in the action plan and workbook that talks about the frequency. Well, what's the frequency, Mr. C? That's the good and the greatness that you desire. Where you're down here dealing with the five senses, you need to connect to the sixth sense. And it's remarkable to me, they call it the sixth sense, where it's really the first sense, because it's the sense that created the five senses. So we implement the imagination and then we build it up and we connect to the sixth sense. I call it the highest spiritual sixth sense that connects to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is significant. Let me simplify it. You have the good subconscious mind and the bad subconscious mind. The bad subconscious mind suppresses you. The bad subconscious mind has fear, doubt, skepticism. But don't deny it, because it's great that you understand it, because once you have an understanding of it, let me slow this down. Once you have a true understanding of it, you know how to control it. Anything you have an understanding of, you control or have the ability to control. Whether you make that decision to do so or not, because it is your decision. Let's say you do make that decision to take control over the negative subconscious mind. Now you allow the positive subconscious mind to take over. Well, your body is the tool of the mind. Thoughts are things. Well, the positive subconscious mind, what's the positive subconscious mind? The positive subconscious mind is the good and the greatness that you desire. Now, because your body is the tool of the mind, who is your body listening to? See, the negative subconscious mind, when you go to the doctor and the doctor says, well, you know what? You got to stop eating or stop consuming salt. Let's use that for example. And you're like, yeah, because your blood pressure's up and things are happening to you. Like, okay, doctor, I'm not going to do it. Your conscious mind, you have your conscious mind. Consciously, you always say the right things. Yeah, I'm going to stop eating this, or I'm going to stop doing that. And then all of a sudden you go home and you stop fixing your food, and you look at your food and you say, I need some seasoning. And even though the doctor just finished telling you not to put salt in your food, you go into the cupboard and you look around because you haven't thrown the salt away yet. You haven't listened to the doctor, and you see the salt sitting on the shelf, and the salt says, pick me up. And it's not really the salt talking, it's your negative subconscious mind telling you, go ahead and pick it up. You know you want it, you know you need it, you know it's going to make your food taste better. Forget what the doctor says, go get it. And all of a sudden your hand starts to move, and you're like, no, it keeps moving. Then it grabs the salt and starts putting it on the food, knowing you're not supposed to have it. And your positive subconscious mind, you ever see the cartoons where they have the devil on one shoulder and they have the angel on the other shoulder, and the devil said, do it, and the angel said, don't do it. You know the cartoons back in the day. For some of you kids might not have seen those cartoons. Some of you who are old school understand what I'm talking about. Maybe they still have those cartoons. That's that negative subconscious mind. That's the devil on your shoulder. That's the devil in your head. The devil's not just external. The devil can be internal, because anything that's negative has a devilish connotation behind it. So you got the devil in your head saying, pick up the salt, put it on the food, and then all of a sudden the ultimate negative subconscious move is you start eating it. And even while you're eating it, you're enjoying it with your left side, which is your I won't call the left side the negative side, but we'll just call it the negative subconscious mind. Your negative subconscious mind say you liking it, but your positive subconscious mind say, why are you eating this? Why are you eating this? So when the positive can start taking control of the negative that has fear, the negative that has doubt, the negative that has skepticism, the negative that has negative knowns, you got to go see that piece with Rodney Nickens. Go to Community Empowerment Movement Network, where we talk about negative knowns and positive knowns. What are negative knowns? Negative habits. What are positive knowns? Positive habits. You want to focus on the positive knowns. When you get your action planner workbook, we give you a broader perspective on what's stopping you from achieving your greatness, the good that you desire, the greatness that you desire. How many of you have greatness in you? Raise your hand. I don't care where you're at. Raise your hand unless you're driving. Matter of fact, you can drive with one hand just for a minute and say, I got greatness in me. Well, if you want to bring out that greatness that you know is in you, it's deep in you, just feel it. You know what? I'm destined to be great. When you see Beyonce sing and you say, she's great, you're like, I can be great too. When you see Michael Jordan or LeBron James, you say, I can be great too. When you start seeing Oprah, you say, I can be great too. Anybody you feel that might be great, obviously it's your choice. Don't you feel you have that in you as well? Let me give you the memo, because maybe you didn't read it. You do have greatness in you. It's all so deep in you. That's why you're attracted. You're attracted to it. You don't know why. You just are. Or maybe you do know why, and you're wondering why you haven't achieved it. It's because you're listening to the negative subconscious mind. So we're going to help you with this. You got to get this action planner. You got to get this workbook. You need to get it so we can make it happen. We who desire to accumulate riches should remember the real leaders of the world always have been men who have harnessed and put into practice use the intangible unseen forces of the unborn opportunities and have converted the forces. We've converted the forces. There's forces out there. When you start thinking with your imagination, now you're converting the forces. Oh, this is big. I'm giving it to you. Into skyscrapers. You have a skyscraper mentality waiting to come out. Cities, factories, airplanes, automobiles, and every form of convenience that makes life more pleasant. Tolerance and an open mind. Grab this. Tolerance and an open mind are practical necessities of the dreamer of today. Those who are afraid of new ideas are doomed before they start. Never has there been a time more favorable to pioneers than the present. How many pioneers do we have out there? Raise your hand. True, there is no Wild and Willie West to be conquered as in the days of the covered wagon, but there is a vast business, financial, and industrial world to be remolded and redirected along new and better lines. In planning to acquire your share of the riches. Wait a minute. Hold on. Your share. You deserve a share. If you deserve a share of the riches, raise your hand. You deserve the share. Where's your share? Where's your share of the riches? I'm here to tell you, just in case you didn't get the memo, you deserve a share of the riches. You have greatness in you to get the share of the riches. You with me? To get your share of the riches. Let no one, repeat, no one, I'm going to say it one more time, no one, including your negative subconscious mind, influence you to scorn the dreamer. To win the big stakes, we ain't going for little stakes. We have an unlimited way of thinking. We're going for big stakes. We ain't going for the last month's bills with this month's paycheck stakes. We're going for abundance. We're going to have the ability to get the good that we desire. And guess what? And plus, and more, and more, and more. Don't be too humble when it comes to getting more. See, that's a subconscious thing, because you really don't think you can get more. Now, if you really don't want more, but it's not in your DNA because you're kings and queens. Kings and queens always want more. They always want to conquer something. That's what kings and queens do. And let me tell you, just in case you didn't get the memo, you're a king, you're a queen. You got to get out of peasant mentality. Oh, Oh, okay, okay. Get out of peasant mentality. Stop letting that negative subconscious mind bring you down. It's time to go sit on your throne, king and queen. To win the big stakes in this change world, you must catch the spirit, the highest spiritual sense, the I am, the infinite intelligence of the great pioneers of the past, because they all had that, whose dreams given to civilization all that it has of value. The spirit, the I am, infinite intelligence, God, which serves as the lifeblood of our country, your opportunity and mine to develop and market our talents. Let's not get it twisted. We know where it comes from. If you don't know, here's the memo. It comes from the Creator. It comes from the I am in you. You need to get this action plan and workbook, I'm telling you, and you roll with us for 90 days. We're going to help bring that greatness out in you. We're not just here talking about it when you come to a seminar and get motivated, take your workbook home, and then all of a sudden you put it in your shelf, on your shelf somewhere. And we are major advocates of specialized knowledge and all the individuals who are out there. But I'm up every morning. I'm going to bring this to you every morning. If you're going to be here, I'm going to be here, because I'm going to be here, so you're going to be here. And it's time for me to go. What a morning. 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 Great morning. Awesome morning. Fantastic morning. Tomorrow, invite somebody on. We got MavetteTV.com. We work on being Facebook Live. Sometimes some technical things happen. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm not sure if folks are stopping me and they don't want me to get out there. I won't even throw that negative. Get off my shoulder, negative. No, get off there. But sometimes I'm pressing some buttons and they ain't getting over. But that's all good, because that's why I got my own broadcasting station, okay? MavetteTV.com. And even if you don't get it then, we're recording it, and you can go to our YouTube page. It's going to be set up where you can see all the days. It's going to take us a few more days, but you can go back and look at day number 8. Look at day number 9. Look at day number 10, 11, 12, and you can absorb this knowledge. We'd like to thank our leaders. I thank Mr. Menser, Miss Elaine, Miss Deborah Day, and Miss Ebony for assisting us. Also all the leaders that we've acknowledged in reference to affirmation completed. The only one we were missing was you. Now, on the 25th of January, MavetteTV.com, we got 1.4 trillion that the banks have given out. When the economy goes down, it's gone. We need to go get this money. Get the money. So we're going to educate you on how to build your credit profile. It's going to teach you how to be personal credit worthy and business credit worthy. There's 3 types of individuals in this world. People who make things happen. Isn't that right, kings and queens? People who watch things happen. Isn't that right, potential kings and queens? Because you can watch. And people who say, what happened? Aren't you tired of saying what happened? At least watch things happen. But for the individuals who have the action plan or workbook, who are affirmation completed, and for the individuals who are watching, who are ready to transition, let's make it happen in 2020. Be blessed. It's an honor and a privilege to spend time with people who are making things happen. Be blessed. We'll see you at the top. Leaders, stay on.